A sunny come overcast day now in Nunawading as Champions Cup Sunday continues. We're on to the under-17 slate of games now with the under-17 girls of Rowville Secondary College taking on Western Heights College. Jack Thornton alongside me is Tony White. And we're really expecting quite an interesting game coming up. A team that is traditionally very strong in Rowville versus a team that, look, I'll admit, I don't know a whole lot about is Western Heights. I know that they've been quite competitive in age groups in previous Champions Cup outings. But as we stand here today, it's going to be a really interesting game that we've got coming up.
Yeah, look, we've been treated to some two absolute crackers so far to start off Championship Sunday. So I'm expecting another one here today between the under-17 girls here. Look, Rowville have the numbers on the sheet, so you would think that they should be the favourites going into this one today. But look, who knows when it comes Championship Sunday, do you?
Yeah, you mentioned that Rowville team. You've got talent across the board. Two Potchers, McMecken, as well as Eliza Shanahan, who's always there or thereabouts with for that Rowville outfit. We're almost set to go here in this third game of 6 for our Sunday. And it looks like we've just got a couple of earring checks down there for the Western Heights girls as we get closer to tip-off. Not far away. Big Sunday games, and we just had a absolute cracker between Berwick College and Rowville Secondary in the under-15 boys, and earlier the quadruple double. Yes, that was a quadruple double with a Q to Jazz Jones of Edinburgh. Hey, we're about set for a start here. We'll get to some starting lineups very shortly as we kick this one off. A couple of really strong outfits that are ready to go. Just a couple of changes on the number front as we're about to get started. It'll be Rowville in their navy blue or brown almost home shirt. Western College in their white chain strip to your left of screen. Rowville, of course, beg your pardon, Rowville playing to the left, and it will be Western Heights playing to the right.
So Vanessa Tavite get that first opening foul out of the way.
So we're underway now, well and truly, and we'll kick off with Ali of Western Heights. She'll play a little handoff action with Machot, who was no good on the little right hand, Lena. Michaela Craven will take it away. They'll play through the top now. That'll be McMecken. Inside, tried to float it up and got sent packing by Machot, but they're going to slug her for the foul. That will indeed be her first of the game.
Yeah, I thought she might have got all ball there, but must have just had the hand connections.
So it'll be Craven at the line to shoot a couple. Beg your pardon, that's McMecken at the line to shoot a couple. No, beg your pardon, was good on the first. Good on the second too. So a quick one for Rowville to start. A couple of fouls both ways, or a foul both ways, I should say. Baldwin tried to reach in there and take one away, but couldn't quite come away with it as inside went Machot. Couldn't make the little floating right-hand layup. Rowville to take it away. They'll play through to Vete, inside to Poch, and gets the bucket and the foul.
That's the second personal foul on Machot to start this game, so she'll take an early seat. Incoming with number 9, Balogun, Aisha Balogun. Three-point play was unsuccessful there.
So Samatis will come into the game. And straight away, she tried to feed inside and couldn't quite get that one in there to Maisie Corcoran. And that was swatted out of bounds by the Rowville hand. They'll inbound now. It'll go to Terpstra. Her shot was blocked, sent back by Craven. The ball roller on the floor and will eventually come into the hands of Tilly Baldwin. Here goes McMecken. McMecken, a sloppy looking handoff there. Goes off the hand of Balogun and out of bounds. There'll be a Rowville inbound in the front court, 16 on the shot clock. And they'll go through McMecken at the top. Here goes to Vete. Looking inside, spinning through traffic, floated it up, couldn't get it. And a rebound cleared off by Terpstra. Western Heights to control it now. Looking inside, great lead pass, an extra pass, but sent back Potch. Rebound falls the way of Western Heights, and the finish goes in the direction of Samartits.
McMecken really pushes the pace here fast, doesn't she? She takes that 3 ball
Yeah,
and nails it too.
Looking to drive the pace for Rowville was McMecken, and connected on the 3 and opens her account for this one. From deep. That ball goes off a Rowville hand, falls out of bounds.
Yeah, Terpstra just had to be a little bit more careful with the handles there.
It'll be a Western Heights ball, and Terpstra will receive the inbound. They'll play on the right wing. Here's Ali. Ali, active hands with McMecken. And then Ali just threw it away. Tried to find the cutting Corcoran and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, pass was just way too hot there for Corcoran.
So it'll be Rowville again, 7-2 there, early lead, 2 minutes gone. First quarter, glad you're here with us on this Championship Sunday. It'll be Michaela Craven looking inside, tried to find Tilly Baldwin, but pass was a bit hot, a bit eager and out of bounds.
Yeah, she knew that the second come out of her hands did Craven.
So it'll be a Western Heights inbound, which is dangerous. Craven bats it away, and this time her pass finds Baldwin, who tries to work on the left hand, tried to go just very traditional left hand layup and didn't quite get it to work, and Western Heights taking it away. Oh, a little bit of an awkward dribble there from Balogun. Was no good, but found Corcoran, who missed the layup. Very up and back pace early on as the kick out to Craven found its...
And Terpstra with the active hands there to knock that ball out of bounds.
It's very, very hot pace early, and it's almost need to take a break. Almost need a breath, but 7-2 so far, the lead. And that'll go in the favour of Rowville. McMecken at the top now. Working through the left elbow, finds Craven at the top, receives the screen from Baldwin, and Craven just pretty much dribbled it into the backside of Tilly Baldwin. And they'll turn it over inside, up and in. Admira Ali flips it up and in with the foul, and very, very active. Theodore Potch is going to pick up. He's going to pick up her first.
It was a very acrobatic finish there from Ali, wasn't it?
Just able to extend with the right hand and gets 3 the old-fashioned way. Makes her foul shot from the line. So it'll be a Rowville ball once more. McMecken, Potch, inside pass, Craven. Kick out, reversal, McMecken, straight away 3. Back on and out, and off Western Heights go on the break once more. Ali with an absolute eternity. Sent McMecken flying.
Yeah, she did really well to stay down there too.
Ali's
Tavete at the other end though will go to the line for 2.
Ali's up to 5 now for Western Heights as Tavete is going to go to the line. It's going to go against Samartis. From the line, though, it'll be Tavete. Makes her first. Now, Rowville, who traditionally a very strong program across all age groups, shockingly not playing in every final. They did last year, a year ago. They they had a very high win rate as Craven went inside to try and finish. What sort of effect does that have on your broader school program when you know that you've got a dominant program, you know that you've got the best coaches and theoretically the best kids and everything to go along with it? What does that mean for a team to be able to come in here and feel like you want to take the upper hand? And on the flip side, for Western Heights, what does that mean for them in terms of their preparation for this game and how they face what is a very strong program with a straightaway 3 that will be no good and fall the way of Western Heights and out of bounds?
It's not as if Western Heights have nothing to lose. This is a championship game here, but obviously the pressure all falls on top of Rowville to begin with because they do have that expectation to carry. So you would think that it would be easier for Western Heights to settle, but also Rowville, having been here in the past, also have that as experienced players too. So I think they both have pros and cons as Balogun just sends this one straight back from McMecken. Yeah, both teams have obviously positives and cons about it, but look, Rowville are a dominant basketball program on this side of town, so it's something that they should continue to, and they should be very proud of as well.
Very well run. WNBL player Louise Brown down there on their coaching staff. Nice active hands there from Ali. It ended up falling the way of Potch, who found Craven for the layup. Had plenty of time and space. Michaela Craven underneath. That
looks like a carry, I would have thought.
Very loose dribble from Balogun. As now Ali with pace downstairs. With the left, couldn't quite. Corcoran inside. Tried to finish up and under, but no. Oh, that's a big head contact with the floor. That was Potch. Corcoran's going to pick up a personal for that one, but Potch seems shaken up on the play. She's okay, though, walking away. It's actually going to take a spell.
We're on 4 team fouls already here for Western Heights. Still 3 minutes remaining in the first.
So Hindley's going to check into the game now for her first minutes of the game. Craven went into trouble and stolen away. A nice effort to get the steal, but
Samartzis just lost the handle there, but Admira Ali's been fantastic on defense so far.
Ali, bit of a spark plug, lots of pace from her. Can't miss her out there with the purple shoes, as once again Western Heights are going to generate a turnover. Almost falling over there was Terpstra, but Western Heights will control it. They'll try and slow down the offense. Inside they go to Balogun. Kick out pass, Terpstra, corner 3, just off the left iron and out, and controlled McMecken. She looks inside, Tilly Baldwin. Floating right-hand jump hook was no good. And Western Heights take it away again. Here's Samartzis to Ali. Terpstra now, working on the left hand. Tried the jump shot, blocked away by Craven. Nice active hands on the defensive side for Rowville's number.
And Balogun comes
31.
straight back the other way with her active hands to just get fingertips in there to knock that ball away from McMecken.
Staying busy on both sides, both teams at the moment. It's a quick change there. We'll see Kobe Frost check in for her first minutes of the game.
Rowville definitely using the bench very early on, aren't they, this game? So they're expecting a hot pace to start with.
Yeah, it's definitely an up-tempo game so far, as inside goes McMecken. Kick-out pass. Finds Pandak. Pandak snatches across on Corcoran. Now they'll go through Potch. That was Teslock Potch who went to the basket. Didn't quite get that layup to go, but she's going to go and shoot a pair of free throws.
And that takes them to the penalties. They'll be 5 team fouls, so all fouls from now on for the rest of this quarter, they'll go to the line.
It was Kobe Frost that picked up that foul, her first of the game. Teslock Potch missed the first. And is no good on the second. Tip ball around, nice rebound, ends up back in Potch's hands, but falls the way of Western Heights. And here comes Ali with contact from McMecken, and I'm not sure how they're going to charge this. It could be on the baseline, but felt like Ali was going up for the shot. Fowler going against McMecken, last player back on the plate. Almost had to foul it in that situation.
And Ali will go to the line.
So it will be indeed 2 shots for Ali.
Tavite coming on here for Rowville, and sitting down will be Teslock. We'll be looking Teo McMecken.
First at the line for Ali is good, rolls around and in. I don't think there was any part of the ring or backboard that didn't use there, as it went backboard, back on and around and down. Much more conventional on the second, and it's a 1-point game Rowville's way. And Rowville are just going to throw that one away. They tried to go a handoff at the top with Carter, and I think that was Potch that was there. And they turned it over, just botched the handoff completely. Here goes Terpstra. Terpstra picked it up and tried to go dribble again, and great active hands. That was Bridget Carter that was
trying to make up for a mistake in the front court and the back court there. So
doing a great job harassing the ball handler. And
we mentioned in the last game you don't want to compound a mistake by making a second one. Bridget really made up for that one there.
Super effort. And now Tesla Potch is going to turn the ball over, and it's going to go to Carter. Inside. Floater was no good from Pandak. But the offensive hustle there on the rebounds for Rowville were strong, and looks like there's going to be a foul called. I think that
Maisie Corcoran, I think.
Might go against Corcoran. It will. It's going to be her second. It was Hindley that just sort of fell over as she was trying to win the ball back again. They're going to have to make a change now as Chloe Wolfenden's going to come into the game and Corcoran's going to take a seat. It's unfortunately a necessary evil at this point in the game. 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Hindley misses the first there.
So Hindley no good on one, makes the second. And now a bit more up court pressure here from Western Heights. Ali no stranger to that so far this game, handles it nicely. They'll go through Terpstra and now Frost. Back to Ali at the top. Ali working on the right hand. Went handoff with Samatsis. She didn't have a lot of help with her down in that right corner. Terpstra, the three with shot expiring. No good. Rebound falls easily the way of Vanessa Tavete.
A couple times so far, Western Heights have left their teammates just all alone and left them with no bailout option. They happen to get there to Samatsis in that corner.
Manic pressure also affecting that as Pandak was no good. Great rebound, Tavete. Inside, that was nice. Hindley, even with the fumble, we're inside a shot clock. Just under 20 seconds, ball went off a Rowville hand and falls out of bounds. It'll be 15 seconds on the game clock as Rowville, beg your pardon, Western Heights look to do what they can here with the ball in hand.
So one last play here for the quarter.
Ali wants it. Ali throwing through Samatsis. Five on the game clock. Frost. Sasmatis for three. Just short. The score won't count under there. So through one quarter, it'll be Rowville leading Western Heights 13-9. And a really hotly contested game earlier, 4-point lead. Really probably it flatters Rowville and Western Heights almost at the same time, which is quite a remarkable statement. But I just feel in terms of the way that this game's been played so far, it's almost been so much of a toing and froing affair that neither team's really had much of an advantage.
Yeah, look, I personally would think that the scores should really almost be even again, but look, it is what it is. Rowville's made the most of their opportunities out of the two teams, but both teams are still fumbling away, haven't quite nailed down their offensive sets. There's still a lot of work to be done on both ends. Admira Ali seems to be a bit of a one-out there for Western Heights. If she can get some help, I think they'll be able to help their team all the way along. But also, on the other side, when Western Heights are trying to inbound the ball, they are leaving their teammate just out to hang out to dry there. They need to make sure that they've always got constant options moving so that Samatsis on that occasion, I think 3 times in that quarter, was stuck having to throw the ball in and hope, and that's not what the Western Heights coaching staff will want.
So you mentioned Admira Ali. 7 points so far, leads all comers in this one. McMecken leads the way for Rowville with 5. In terms of your rebound, as you see on your screen now, Tilly Baldwin and Hindley with 3 on the Rowville side, and Sam Artis has 4 for Western Heights. Unassisted so far as well, which is quite unusual, you would say, at this level.
Yeah, 100%. Look, the biggest lead for the quarter was 5, and that was in the way of Rowville. Western Heights had the biggest scoring run, having 5 to Rowville's 4. So, as you can see, very, very even across the board. The scoreboard, yes, it's only 2 baskets in it, but it does really paint the picture of the game being super contested.
Quarter time thoughts there, Tony White. Jack Thornton alongside him here as we kick off this second quarter very shortly. Rowville holding a 4-point advantage over Western Heights. Hotly contested so far. Admira Ali, the standout for Western Heights, as we've spoken so glowingly about so far, but it will be a Rowville ball to kick this one off. We'll get those lineups on the floor shortly.
Western Heights, we're going to have to try and watch their foul trouble as well this quarter. They did give away 6 fouls in that first quarter.
Nice kick out pass, corner 3 there from Tavete was short and just falls the direction of Maisie Corcoran. As Western Heights looking to push a bit of high tempo offense. Admira Ali now. Ali tried to look inside, couldn't find her preferred target as Corcoran went to the basket. Had it swatted out of her hands and out of bounds.
Corcoran asking if there was a foul there possibly, but none forthcoming there from the referees.
So those 5s on the floor, you've got Ali out there with Terpstra, Corcoran, Machot and Wolfenden. Foul trouble out there for both Corcoran and Machot. Didn't see a lot of Machot in that first quarter apart from those 2 fouls. Speaking of fouls, Terpstra is going to pick one up as I must admit I did miss who that was.
Neve Terpstra.
Yeah, it was Potch that was going for one. Beg your pardon, no it wasn't, it was Carter, Bridget Carter. So for Rowville you've got Carter out there with Hindley. You've got Teslock Potch, Vanessa Tavete and Achok Pandak as the 5 on the floor at the moment. No good on the first was Bridget Carter. No good on the second either. Foul shooting not been the strongest. Shooting .410 at the moment, 40%. The Rowville secondary outfit. As Machot was looking to drive some transition but didn't have any help coming as Ali crossed her up and launched a 3 which was long. Came off the backboard. Nice rebound, Corcoran. Corcoran tried to step through and kicked it out of bounds.
Just hasn't had the handle so far this start of the game here, Maisie Corcoran. Lost it a couple times.
Western Heights were calling for a foul on the baseline. Not a lot doing, it must be said. So it'll be Rowville ball. And that'll go through the hand of Isabel Hindley. It'll go inside. Pandak, absolutely no box out on Tavete. And she just coasted her way inside and gratefully accepted an uncontested rebound and uncontested layup. I don't think she'll see an easier basket today.
Maisie Corcoran on 2 turnovers and then gives away the offensive foul with a moving screen. That takes her to her third personal already.
Yeah, her third personal and second team foul on Western Heights.
Taking a seat will be Chloe Wolfenden.
They're going to hustle to try and make a quick change here and get Corcoran out of the game. Corcoran not real pleased with that one, but can't say I'm shocked by that. I wouldn't be too pleased if I'd just picked up a 3rd in the second quarter either.
Not with it's only a minute and a half into the second quarter as well, so still a lot of game time to go for Corcoran to get back involved.
So here go Rowville now. They'll kick it out. Carter got, that was Terpstra in the air. And they ended up turning it over inside, and geez, they almost threw it away, Western Heights. They'll run it through Machot. Machot had no idea what was happening around her. They turn it over inside. Pandak is good.
That basket has to go back there to Bridget Carter. Just the defensive hustle come from behind. Machot wasn't aware of it, especially in the rounding. But Bridget Carter just hustled that ball down.
Western Heights want to have a chat about it. 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this second quarter of play. It's really been it's all Rowville this second quarter.
Yeah, 4 points so far this quarter to Rowville. Western Heights yet to score for the second quarter, which is not obviously ideal, but they are starting to now push out a bit of a buffer, is Rowville.
So take us inside these two huddles now. If you're Western Heights, what needs to change from a perspective of stopping this Rowville onslaught?
Well, they need to stop giving away fouls again. They've given away 8 fouls already so far tonight, but they haven't taken care of the ball either. They're throwing the ball away. Again, they're still leaving their teammates out in the lurch. We've seen just in that last play in the backcourt where Samatas threw the ball almost completely away. Her teammate had to gather the ball off balance right up against the baseline, and they just left her all alone. You can't be doing that, especially with Rowville applying the pressure from all angles. 360-degree angles the pressure's coming from. Tavete's been fantastic out here on this corner, out on this wing, just being left all alone. No one's boxing her out when she's following along as well. Yeah. So, look, they've got to have their head on a swivel here at the moment, Western Heights, and at the moment they don't have that.
It's just a real tough thing to come down here and all the way down to Melbourne and have to come into a very tough place to play. Just up the road from your opponent's school, in essence. So we'll get underway again. It'll be Western Heights through Samatas. Samatas almost turned it over. Bounced off the head of Belogan. And she somehow ended up back with the ball. 6 on the shot clock now. Samatas inside. Floated one up, didn't get it. Nice rebound, Pandak.
It was Tavete again with her just active hands in defense. Just tipped that ball away.
Feed inside, McMecken, nice little floating jump shot through traffic, over the top, easy as you like. It's basically help yourself at the moment for
Samatas and Belogan again. They're not on the same page here at all, trying to pass the ball up and down each other in the backcourt. Neither player was ready for either of those passes.
Samatas, they'll work through the top now. Belogan looks inside, tried to find Machot but couldn't. And then Tavete tried to sling it up court and couldn't find anyone. Inside now, Machot got blocked, sent back. Samatas had a world of space and time out in the 45 on this near side. Couldn't quite. Machot inside, looking. Ali with 3, kick out past Terpstra for 3. With time expiring on the shot clock. That is a killer if you're Rowville.
To say that was a disjointed offensive set, it would be an understatement there. They just made that up on the fly.
You play 23 and a half good seconds of defense, and all of a sudden, Rowville certainly not playing 23 and a half seconds. They managed to get what they liked there as they floated that one up and in. And now the other way, Machot, yes. So end-to-end stuff now for both teams. Neither team really looking like being able to take a massive advantage despite the Rowville 7-point lead. And Hogben's going to pick up a foul here on the reach-in. She's just checked in a moment ago.
So with 4:10 remaining, it's a 7-point deficit here for Western Heights. They will have possession here, but they have been very disjointed on their offensive sets. What can they do now to try and fix that up?
Let's find out together. It's Samatas. Samatas getting harassed by Baldwin. They'll go high post entry to Machot. Machot was head down and just go into the basket and tried to flip it up and in, but didn't.
Hogben's given away her second foul in a minute. Well, she wasn't a big fan of the foul call either.
Big fan of the call at all, but it's going to end with Machot going to the line to shoot a couple. It was probably not the foul you really want to give away, to be quite honest. Machot no good on the first. Machot, who's been one of 4 shooting so far in this one. Misses the second. Nice rebound. Samatas up and in. did a really, really strong job of getting after the offensive rebound and putting it back in. Floater from Carter is good as well. As we said before, end-to-end stuff. 7-point advantage to Rowville. They're going to play through Machot at the top. Samatsis tried to find Ali. Nothing doing. Nice hand. Steal. Baldwin. Baldwin plucked it away and then got fouled by Balogan. And there's going to be a change that's going to see Theodore Potch back into the game. It's going to be Hogman that takes a seat with her 2 fouls. McMeckin's just going to walk as she tried to make the lead pass entry to Baldwin and turns the ball over.
She knew that just a second before the whistle even went off. Then she just knew she'd just got a little bit overcommitted.
Oh, gee whiz. Oh, that is a dangerous, dangerous pass. I don't know that that's the way you want to throw the ball.
This is exactly what I've been saying so far. They're just not on the same page here at all on their offensive sets, Western Heights.
It's a disjointed looking offense at the moment as there'll be an inbound for Rowville here in the backcourt. They'll play through Potch. Potch, Baldwin now. Baldwin kicked it out to the wing. Found Craven, floater, no good. Rebound, Potch, sent back. Nice defensive effort from Machot. And McMecken now down the lane was no good, and rebound taken away, Balogan. Offense now for Western Heights. Ali, Samatsis, Terpstra. Now Machot working on the left hand. Oh, nice feed inside. Was no good. They'll kick it out. 3-ball Terpstra. Off the right iron and out. McMecken controls the rebound and away she goes to Craven inside. Misses the lay. Great active hands though. He's going to win the ball back for Rowville. McMecken. Carter. McMecken again now. On the dribble. Tries to turn the corner. A little bit of a wrong foot finish was no good, and Western Heights control it. It'll be Samatsis. Balogun now. They fought each other for that one at the top, Machot and Samatsis. And they turn it over Machot. Carter the other way. Takes them all the way to the promised land, but no, misses the layup. Craven, nice rebound. Inside, unguarded. Completely unchecked was Theodore Potch getting the finish, and it's out to 9 now, the Rowville lead, as Western Heights want to talk about it, and I think it's, to be honest, probably got a lot to do with trying to get them a blow more than anything.
Yeah, and taking care of the ball. We've seen it again and again and again, time after time after time. They're just throwing the ball away. We've seen Balogan down here right in front of us at the scorer's table just throw the ball across court with no one around at all. So
wasteful.
So first thing they've got to do is take care of the ball. Once you take care of the ball, you can actually start applying some pressure back to back to back with sets. But you keep throwing the ball back to a team like Rowville, and they're going to make you pay, and that's exactly what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, neither team shooting a massively good clip at the moment, either 37 and 25% respectively. But to be honest, you're just going to keep giving them opportunities like that. 14 turnovers and a half of basketball with still 2 minutes to play. You're not going to win many games doing that at any level. And
look, you can almost say that they're a little bit lucky to be as close as where they are, because from the charity stripe, Rowville's only 4 of 11, 36%.
Yeah.
Like, that's poor shooting percentage from a good team like Rowville. So if they up that a little bit, this pain could be a lot further in front for Western Heights. So, look, they've got a lot of work to do, but at the start, the main culprit at the moment is their ball handling.
They've really not been prepared to look after the ball so far. It's been tough, but then again, with that said, neither team has 14 and 10 turnovers respectively. It's pretty tough sledding both ways. And I wouldn't have said the defenses were particularly dominant at this point.
No, 100%.
So it'll be Western Heights to take over. Ali kicked the ball ahead and found Tout. Tout's going to get it in the corner for 3. Just off the front iron. Nice rebound in there was Balogan, who tips it up and in. And a nice finish. Underneath was Aisha Balogan. Now on offense, Rowville. They'll play through Potch. Potch who received it off Britton and got it all the way down under the basket and got fouled. And she's going to go to the line and shoot a couple. There's Theodore Potch.
So that's Terpster's second foul. Fourth team foul.
It makes it very tough when you look up at the board. You've only got, 9 players on your roster and you've got 3 of them in foul trouble. It really limits your options as you head towards the halftime break.
Yeah, the next foul in the next 1 minute 22 against Western Heights will send Rowville to the line.
No good on that one.
They're very lucky there. Another 2 shots missed there by Theodore Potch.
They'll get out of jail once more. And offensively now, it'll be Western Heights very close to a backcourt violation, as we saw from our seating position here. 7 points, the Rowville advantage. Make that, nearly make that 5, but the Machot effort up and under just falls out. Pretty reasonable effort to get that through traffic and up there.
Certainly
above
was.
the ring.
There's going to be Theodore Potch's second personal foul.
Machot good on the first. No good on the second, and the tip ball's going to go back to her. Machot got it up, got her own offensive rebound again. What's she going to do this time? Step through.
It was very
to get it to the line again.
It was very much another solo effort. They left her teammate all out there on an island by herself, but she was managed to just keep going back with those multiple efforts. So
really was quite impressive. I didn't think there was any room for her to step through on that instance there, but managed to get through and connects on the first, rewards herself for the hard work.
And all of a sudden, it's a 5-point ball game with less than a minute to play in the half.
Yeah, there's been really quite a comeback here from Western Heights. It felt like they were not gone for all money, but you know, it certainly felt like Rowville were on top. And here come Rowville now, looking for an answer. They'll hope that's through Craven. Craven kicks out, finds McMecken, working through traffic. Here goes Britton. Britton kick out, McMecken 3, long, off the back iron. Nice rebound was Machot. 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. And Western Heights will take it away. Here's Admira Ali. A lot of contact on Machot at the top, who's setting that screen. She's going to receive now. Working on Potch. Now working on Craven inside and in. Near path Machot. An outstanding finish with contact.
Hasn't she come to life in the last couple of minutes here?
Wow. Absolute live wire couple of minutes from Machot.
That takes them to 5 team fouls as well, Rowville, so 19.4 seconds remaining in the half.
More importantly, it's a 1-point game now. They're just going to miss the sub, but Rowville are going to inexplicably throw that away on the inbound. I don't quite know what happened there. It looked like Potch was inbounding, and I think she thought there was a timeout being called. I don't quite know how that's happened. What's going on here? So it will be an inbound on the front court sideline for Western Heights. And they'll go through Ali at the top. Western Heights working with the chance to go into the main change with a lead. They haven't led all game so far. Ali, Craven for company, bounces it. Oh! Out of bounds.
Definitely a Rowville ball. That come off Ali's foot there.
The hand of Craven. Interesting.
Very, very lucky there, Western Heights, because that come off Ali's foot there. That was right in front of us. 7.1 seconds on the clock.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's going to be an inbound. Ali's going to take it. They'll go through Machot. For 3, Machot. Probably not the look there with 7 seconds left. Wow. And it was an effort to try and get away with it. Was Belogan. Beg your pardon, that was Wolfenden that tried to come away with an offensive rebound. They're going to put some time back on the clock here, I think. Ball bounced out of bounds with about 2.1 left on it. No, 1 second
1
they're going to give him.
second.
That's okay. I think that's probably the best of both worlds there. But there will be a sub that's going to be made. Machot's going to come off. And it's going to be Frost coming back into the game. So with 1 second left, it's a 1 point margin for Rowville, who will just tap it and dribble it out. So we'll head to the main change. It'll be a 1 point lead to Rowville. It'll be Rowville leading 25-24. Brief first half thoughts before we send it to the break.
Yeah, look, about 3 or 4 minutes ago, we thought it was Rowville by how much? You know, they had all the play, they had all the everything going right for them. Then all of a sudden, Machot comes out of nowhere and has 3 minutes of electric basketball and turns the tide of the game back into Western Heights. Sorry, Western Heights way. And look, to say that the momentum is with them is one of the massive understatements of this game so far. What they can do at halftime, probably come at the perfect time here for Rowville. But look, it's still Rowville. If they want to, they can still win this game and pull away with a little bit. But I think they'll be starting to look at double teaming Machot on the offensive end.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. It'll be 25-24, the halftime lead to Rowville. Be back with you shortly. See you in 5 or so minutes for the second half of this under-17 girls grand final. welcome back to Dandenong. Dandenong. Had Dandenong on my mind. Welcome back to Nunawading for Champions Cup Sunday. We're glad you're here alongside us. It's been a pretty hotly contested affair. Rowville, Western Heights battling this one out. A 1-point game. Probably not what we predicted coming into this one, suffice to say, Tony White.
Yeah, no, 100%. We thought Rowville was going to be a little bit too strong, and halfway through that second quarter, it looked like our predictions were coming true, and then Niapa Machok just decided to take over the game, and just the space of 2 to 3 minutes, she just really put her stamp on the game and dragged Western Heights back into this game. And then from then on, once they got that little bit of confidence in, they were able to shut down on the defensive end as well. Taya McMeekin has sort of gone out of the game a little bit in that quarter as well. So first quarter she was red hot, set up a lot of plays for Rowville, and that quarter they were able to shut her down a little bit.
Yeah, Machot leads all comers with 8 so far in this one. McMeekin leads Rowville with 7. Rebound-wise, Samatsis is doing the job on both ends, I beg your pardon, for Western Heights. Not far away from the third quarter of action kicking off here at Nunawading. It's a great day for basketball. Still 3 big games coming up later today after this one's over. On this Champions Cup Sunday, the premier basketball competition. You mentioned
Samatsis there working on both ends. She, unfortunately for her as well, she also has 4 turnovers. So a lot of those, as we mentioned earlier in the call, they weren't exactly her fault. She was being left alone on an island, and especially with the inbound passes, and they weren't able to come off. So you got to feel a little bit sorry for her on that stage as well, but she's definitely putting as much effort as she can on the rebounding ends.
Ready for a start here. It'll be Western Heights playing in their away white to the left of your screen. Rowville in their brown and blue to the right. As a steal early on here, it'll be McMeekin. She'll take it the other way and slow it down on the Rowville end. Here goes Potch. Potch, kick out pass, Baldwin, long 2 was really long and ended up in the hands eventually of Admira Ali. Ali was really important for Western Heights in that first half.
Yeah, she really does seem to be the dominant ball handler within this team.
It's going to be a foul on McMeekin. Just drilled Machot as she was taking the ball across the 3-point line.
To say that McMeekin disagreed with that call would be an understatement. That's her second personal.
So not a lot of foul trouble on the Rowville side. A couple with 2, but most of the trouble is on the Western Heights side. Inside, Ali looks for Corcoran. Corcoran spinning, floating jump shots, good over the middle.
Corcoran is one of those players that was in foul trouble and had to sit down early in that second quarter. So it's good to see her come back out and start the third quarter with a bang.
A really nice floating jump shot gives Western Heights their first lead of the game. Baldwin looking inside, nice feed. Tavete was no good though. And the rebound went the way of Admira Ali. Here is Ali now with the ball in hand. Works through Balogan. Looking downstairs. Oh, but the foul's going to go against Potch. Potch didn't like it. Thought there might have been a travel, but there was a lot of contact on the body there.
And that'll be her third as well. So all of a sudden, Western Heights have hit the front and have a chance to extend that lead.
Yeah, it's going to send Aisha Balogan to the line. She had a pretty solid first half as well. Kept herself out of foul trouble. Made the first from the line on this trip as well. Been pretty solid so far. 3 points, 5 rebounds, make it 4 points. She connects on the second.
Early substitutions here for Rowville. As Potch and Craven sit down.
Just so I glance at the stat sheet in front of me, it seems like that's where the game's being won and lost at the moment, on the foul line.
Yeah, 75% shooting on 9 and 12 for Western Heights over across to Rowville. Poorly shooting, 31%, 4 of 13 as they commit another turnover here. Offensive foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Without question, McMeekin hooked her way around there. And
all of a sudden, we just mentioned before there wasn't a lot of foul trouble. All of a sudden, 2 plays on 3 fouls already.
Makes it very tough for Coach Lou Brown to manage. As inside went Machot. She's going to get it back. Working with...
Huge block there by Cavite.
And the other way goes McMecken. Inside with contact and the foul. Gets the 2 to go. And that foul will go against
Admira Ali, her
Admira
first.
Ali. That's a really, really important couple of points there for Rowville. Really turns the tide when you feel like Western Heights were quite on top there for a couple of minutes. Good on the extra.
And the shooter will be subbed out. McMecken sitting down, incoming Craven.
So McMecken will take a seat with her 3 fouls. Craven back into the game. Very short spell for her as here goes Ali. Turning and burning on Craven. They'll reverse it through Balogan at the top. Now Machot. Machot to Corcoran. Corcoran working at the top. A 3-ball from Terpstra was good.
Terpstra has a lot of energy about her as well. She seems like a real igniter for this team.
Neve Terpstra with the second 3 of the game. Sparking something for this Western Heights outfit as Baldwin went inside and was no good. Nice rebound, Corcoran. Off to the races now. Kick ahead pass, nice. Well, it looked like it was going to go straight back into the awaiting arms of Neve Terpstra, but
I think the
Carter
smart,
did a great way of picking that, great job of picking that one off.
The smart option would have been the cutting Admira Ali, who's going straight to the basket.
You can see where their head was at though, trying to get the ball to the hot hand from 3. Here is Ali. She's going to work with Craven for company. Step back 3. Just off the right iron and out. And away go Rowville again. Carter. Working now through Hindley. Hindley turns it over though. Balogan to the promised land. Nowhere near it. And Baldwin the rebound. Baldwin receives it again. Dishing inside. Nice little mid-range jump shot was good. That's Tavete. And they're going to turn it over to Carter. Carter. Oh, felt like a double dribble, but no. Carter, floater, yes.
Balogan just wasn't paying attention with that inbound pass from Admira Ali and just turned the ball straight over.
It's a couple of times that's happened on the inbound for Western Heights so far. They had that incident where they just inexplicably threw it away earlier. Here goes Corcoran, spinning. Not a lot of help. Throws to the corner now, Balogan. Corcoran high post, 5 to shoot. Spinning through traffic again, they're going to get a foul call. Geez, you've seen a couple of times teams have been bailed out today, and the foul's going to go against Hindley.
Yeah, and really that's a really bad foul because the shot clock was counting right down, and Western Heights had no fluidity in their pay there at all.
Absolutely not. And now Western Heights are going to get a free 24 on the shot clock, which they'll turn it straight over. Here goes Pandak. To the basket is good.
That's the 5th turnover there from Samatas. We mentioned that at half-time.
Samatas turned it over and Pandak was more than happy to accept it. They'll kick ahead. 3-ball Terpstra. Was straight but short. And here goes Carter. Carter kicks out Hindley. Hindley turns the corner beautifully. And Western Heights want to have a chat. A 5-point lead now to Rowville.
So as we mentioned, it's just poor turnovers again here from Western Heights. Been killing them all day, and that really has sucked out the momentum from them so far this quarter.
Absolutely, and Rowville just, we mentioned in the earlier game today, the cream just was rising to the top, but in this situation, Western Heights are just making little errors here and there that are being capitalised on by Rowville.
Yeah, what I would think of Western Heights would be doing, considering that's 4 minutes to go in this quarter, and the team fouls for Rowville are already on 4, I'd be charging at them in the key area, trying to draw that 5th foul and send yourself for some easy baskets. When you are shooting 75% from the line, use that as your main tactic at the moment.
Absolutely, you've just got to get the ball to the hole, in essence, and that was what they did really well earlier when they were getting Machot involved.
And they took care of the ball. In the last couple of minutes, they have not taken care of that ball again. So turnovers killing them. Well, turnovers for both sides, really. 15 to 12 turnovers. That's a lot of turnovers in just over a half of basketball.
Absolutely. So We'll come back out here after the change, and it's going to be a Western Heights ball. They're looking to stem the bleeding. They need some scores of their own to go with it, though. It's going to be their challenge. Where does this next score come from? Champions Cup Sunday, under-17 girls final. Glad you're here with us for the ride.
And it definitely has been a roller coaster so far this game, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Constantly, there's ebbs and flows in this game with runs from both teams.
So here they go now with Terpstra. Terpstra harassed by Carter. They'll go to Machot, who looks inside to Corcoran. Corcoran, one bounce, inside, up and under, yes! A lot of body contact then, and felt like there could have been a call, but no. Nice finish under duress. Here goes Tavete. High post feed, Pandak. Pandak, Corcoran for company. The ball fake was good from Craven. The finish from Pandak was not. And they'll go inside. Hindley, the three, straight away. Went straight up off the back iron and missed. Rebound controlled by Machot. Here's Terpstra now. The kick ahead. Finds Samatsis. Tried to go inside with the layup and couldn't. She's going to get slugged for a foul.
Yeah, the hip movement there will make it quite obvious, which will take Samatsis to her second team foul.
McMicken's going to check back in for Rowville. Tavete is going to take a seat. You would think that this next 3 minutes could go a long way to deciding the game either way. I think if Western Heights are just going to hang around, you would think that they're a chance come the end. But if Rowville can put their foot down and assert their dominance, they're going to try it through Craven. Kick out past Carter. Oh, she got Samatsis leaning, but couldn't finish the layup.
Thought Samatsis was very lucky not to be called for a third foul there. That was a huge reach in.
They might be getting her out. No, beg your pardon. Terpstra's going to come out.
Belogan will come in here.
Belogan in. Samatsis is going to inbound. Now, this is where they've struggled, is the full court pressure and turning the ball over. Ali's going to take care of it, though. She's going to get drilled by McMecken. That's going to be her fourth. And they're going to have to get her out of the game.
That's 3 this quarter, 2 for McMecken. That's the 5th team foul. So for the next 3 minutes, any foul committed by Rowville will send Western Heights to the line.
And Potch will be the one to check in. But Ali now at the line, looking to add to her account, misses the first. She's been, I'd say, arguably the most important. I mean, obviously Machot's been very, very busy, but I'd say arguably.
As a floor general, yeah, she definitely has been the one setting them up.
A lot of influence from Western Heights, number one. She makes her second, Ali. Here goes Rowville now. Rowville through Carter inside, no good. Nice rebound, nicely controlled Machot. Here goes Belogan. A lot of body contact there from Potch. And again,
that's a silly foul.
There was just no need. This is those ones where the back foot's up and you sort of just want to see what she's going to do with it. Don't have to pressure right into her in that situation, I wouldn't have thought, but she's going to pick up her first foul on that one.
So Belogan here will be trying to set the scores back to level and misses the first attempt.
No good on her first, so this is where that free throw shooting percentage that was so good earlier is maybe falling off the radar just as slightly as they miss both from the line. It's going to be Pandak to handle the ball handling here. She'll go the whole way down and turn it over. Belogan, inside pass. Samatsis got chopped. And Teslok Potch is going to pick up her second in the space of about a minute. And it's going to be Samatsis that's going to go to the line. Once again, looking to try and square the ledger. At 36. No good on the first.
Missed the last 3 free throws here. This could be costly.
It's where you win, lose your games is from the foul line. It was probably a big reason why they were in the game to begin with.
So the free throw percentage has dropped to below 60% now. It was up as high as 75 at the start of this quarter.
So Jordana Samarts has made the second. They'll look and they'll find Potch wide open. Great poise from the Rowville offense to get the ball to their number 13, who was wide open on the backside of the play. Ali now working on Baldwin inside. They'll go to Corcoran. Corcoran tried to feed it off to Balogan and almost turned it over. It was off a hand, but nearly turned it over. Probably too close to comfort. For comfort, beg your pardon. Balogan to inbound. Oh, she's going to throw it away.
There's another poor inbound pass. Another turnover, just not taking care of the ball at all there, Western Heights.
So it was Balogan that inbounded. What's going on here down on the score bench? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
1:54 remaining. A steal off the inbound pass there by Balogan.
Doing it both ways now. So lost one and then got one back. So that's pretty impressive effort. Kick out pass. Ali for three. Connects.
Scores all tied up again.
Admira Ali lines up the triple. And it's a tie game at 38. 1 minute and 32 seconds in this third quarter, and it's going to go off a Rowville foot and head back with Western Heights.
Teslock Watch then. That was all off her foot. She tried to pass the blame across to Theodore Potch.
And they'll throw it in now. It'll be Machot who gets it back to Balogan. She's going to attack downhill. A lot of body contact, and now Balogan's going to have another chance at the line.
They missed the last two here. She needs to nail these two to really stamp the authority that they've put on the game in the last minute and a half.
Admira Ali, as a side note, up to 11 points on the game. And really stamping her authority on it as Balogan goes to the line and makes her first. And once again, the lead changes hands.
It's only the second time here that Western Heights have been in the lead today. It's been with Rowville all day, but as we count down towards the end of this quarter, it's where it really starts to count. As Carter brings the ball into the front court.
No good on the second. Kick out pass to Potch. Potch for three. Short. Baldwin rebound up and under in.
Another poor defensive box out there by Western Heights.
So Western Heights now with a chance. Just under a minute, or just over a minute to go. Up and under from Machot was no good. And they're going to run it the other way. Here's Carter. Carter's got 4 on the game. Throws in through Craven. Carter again. Hand off at the top to Potch. Potch looking. Pandak. 3 on the shot. Carter with body contact. The floater was no good. Balogan, nice rebound. 30 seconds to go in the third. Oh, and they're going to turn it over. Craven to the basket. Misses the lay, but gets the foul.
Another poor turnover there by Balogan. She does so many nice things on the offensive end and then just can do a silly brain fade on the defensive end as well there. So they really need to tidy this up, Western Heights, if they're going to try and maintain any sort of advantage going into the last.
Curious to see her turnover numbers at the end of the quarter. Aisha Balogan. Michaela Craven at the line, though, makes the first. So 2-point lead now, Rowville. Craven to make it a 3-point game is good. So just starting to tilt back in Rowville's favour, maybe ever so slightly.
Shot clock and game clock almost in sync here.
So shot clock is off. Here goes Ali. Ali, downhill, floater, no good. Rebounding chance inside, off a hand, is out of bounds. Wolfenden was the one in there grabbing the rebound.
There's 6 seconds to go. They've got to come up with a set play here.
So 6 seconds on it, 3 seconds down. 3 points down. They'll throw it in and reverse it to the top. Samatsis working with no time at all. Oh, and that was probably, they could have got a cleaner look than that one, but
I don't think Corcoran's going to be their three-point shooter at the end of the game.
somehow I'm with you. But nevertheless, through 3 frames of this under-17 girls Champions Cup final, it'll be Rowville Secondary College holding a 3-point advantage over Western Heights College, 42-39.
We'll be very interested at the when we receive the stats here to see turnovers and also points from turnovers here, because Western Heights have really shot themselves in their foot on multiple occasions here, and it's usually when they're on a run that really stalls all their momentum. So
Absolutely.
that's just something that their coaching staff needs to really step out of their game quick, smart. So 3 points to go, 3 points in it, 8 minutes to go in the game. What do we go from here?
Yeah, well, it's very interesting that you asked that. I think that for Rowville's key here is just going to be continuing their hard pressure on the Western Heights girls. I think that their best offense is going to come from good defense, and similarly on the Western Heights side, their best offense has been when they've been able to get ball through hands and not bow to that pressure. So it's a two-way street. They've just got to stop turning the ball over at the end of the day.
Yeah, look, both sides sloppy with the ball. 16 turnovers here to Rowville, 19 for Western Heights. Look, it's neither coach is going to be happy with their efforts, with the ball handling ability so far. So, look, it's the free throw percentage there for Western Heights also plummeted. Was as high as 75% at the start of the quarter, finished on 60%. So, again, they've got so many areas of improvement that doesn't take a lot of work to do that can put them right back in front of this game.
So if my maths is right, they were a 75% shooting team halfway through that third, which of their 20 attempts would mean 15. They're currently sitting 12 out of 20. Now, if my maths is right, and I'm no mathematician, but it would be a tie game right now as we head to the fourth quarter. So, kids, if you're listening out there, if you're from Rowville or Western Heights and you're thinking, no, I don't want to shoot my free throws today, well, there's a word to the wise. Jump out there after this one, after you finish watching this one, straight out in the backyard and get a couple of shots up, I reckon.
100%. One of the very first fundamentals you learn is that it's called a free throw for a reason. There's no pressure. Off you go.
Oh, they're almost going to turn it over straight away.
Oh, very lucky there. That was inbounding pass there was by Potch.
Tell you what, it was so close to turning that over. Belogan with the active hands.
The refs are just conferring here.
Quick little chat about it. Or are
looking at the time on the clock, maybe.
1 minute and 57 to the screen on our right, by the looks of it, which is clearly not right. I think they might be missing a line on that LED.
I think the clock might be cooked, to be honest. But whether or not they're going to say what they want us to do here, they're going to take 2 seconds off the shot clock.
We are good to go. So they'll lose a couple of seconds, and it'll be Craven to inbound. She'll go down the line and find Tavete.
That's a much better inbound pass, isn't it?
No one anywhere near her. So that was quite smart in essence. And here goes Carter. Carter working, ran down a hallway. Dead end street. As here goes Potch to the promised land inside. No. But got fouled, and the foul's going to go against Frost. So Kobe Frost picks up her first. Beg your pardon, her second.
When Potch turns that corner, my God, she's got an acceleration there, doesn't she?
Goes from 0 to 100 real quick and makes the first from the line. Theodore Potch. And extends the lead out to 4. So a genuine 2-possession game now. And Potch makes the second. Almost came very close to stepping over that line after the shot, but nothing doing from the ref.
Oh, Belogan almost there, another one.
Oh dear, they've got the ball in the wrong person's hands as they turn it over. Here's Craven inside, misses the layup. Baldwin tried to put it back up, alley-oop style, didn't quite. They tried to throw it out to Tavete, almost turned it over again. She's working now. Machop for company. Gonna get fouled. And Machot, I think, is going to pick up her third. No, beg your pardon, it's going to go against Frost. So Frost coming in on the help side. Just reached a little bit too eagerly into the cookie jar.
So out of the 18 turnovers Western Heights have committed so far, 11 are between Balogan and Samartzis.
Makes it tough, doesn't it?
Especially if they're going to be majority ball handlers as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Admira Ali, who's had most of the ball in her hands, only had 2 turnovers. So you would think that she would have a lot more than these other 2.
absolutely. So missed the first at the line was Tavete. Good on the second. 6 points now, the Rowville lead. As Samartzis almost double dribbled it. Topical considering that conversation just then. They'll go through Balogan at the top. Ali now. Ali with Baldwin for company. They'll go through again inside. Samartzis and the foul. Floated around through the middle and managed to get it up and in through the contact.
Strong through the body to hold a position in the air, wasn't she?
Just a sensational effort to go up and get it through the hand and in. A top finish from Jordana Samartzis. She's going to go to the line to cut the lead to 3. And does.
That definitely helps offset her 5 turnovers so far.
Any opportunity you can to help that cause out, you're always keen on. Inside Potch, contact. Couldn't get it though.
The foul's going to go on Samartzis here.
Oh, will indeed.
That's going to be her 3rd personal. And a 3rd team foul already into this last period. We've only played 1:10.
So 6 minutes and 50 to go in this one. And Potch is at the line and looking to get the lead out a little further. Can't get the first one to connect. Let's see what you can do on number 2. It's good. So makes 1 or 2 from the line, splits the pair. And they're going to look long down the line. They're going to find Machot, who's going to miss the layup. She had far more time than she even thought. They're going to call a foul, but I'm not sure who they're going to call the foul on. I think there was contact, but I'm not quite sure where in that play phase it happened. McMecken copped one in the nose.
It's going to go on. It's going to go on Frost again. So that's her 4th personal, 3rd of the quarter.
So I don't quite know where the contact happened in that. That was.
I seen the reaction of McMecken, but I didn't actually see the contact. So.
Don't doubt that there was some contact, but I couldn't see from where. But anyway, Baldwin's going to go the other way and try to finish, and couldn't get her layup, and the ball's just going to fall out of bounds on the rebounding attempt.
So Corcoran's going to come in here for Frost.
Yeah, so Frost takes a seat. I think that's probably for the best in terms of the foul situation. 14 fouls, 3 of them hers in this final quarter of play. Skip past McMecken. They'll swat and steal though. Balogan on the left, yes. 2-point game now.
Logan has 3 steals on the night.
Inside, kick out pass now to Vete. Driving, got a piece of it. Well done, Machot. And Ali's going to slow some pace down here.
6 minutes to go, 2-point ball game.
Inside, Corcoran falling over. Travel call.
I thought she might have been pushed there. As the Western Heights crowd next to me agrees with my call as well.
Couldn't flip it up and in though as she fell to the floor, but away go Rowville now. They'll go through Baldwin. Now Craven. Craven spinning. Did a great job to get herself open as down the lane, got the kick out pass, and there's going to be a foul call. Oh dear, on Machot.
That's her 3rd, but it is the 5th team foul. With 5:47 remaining in the game, that's a lot of foul trouble there.
Still a lot of water to go under the bridge in this one, but interestingly, they've got a long way to go without a paddle. As the first one is good from Craven. Craven probably been the next most important in this game behind McMecken. Oh, down to the floor went Samatsis. Kept it alive though. Shot clock starting to run down. Kick out pass Ali for three was long. Strong armed the three-point attempt and couldn't get that one to go. So away go Rowville now. Spinning was Poch. Nice active hands, Machot. Machot and Belogan working in the backcourt. Got to get it over now. As here goes Belogan. Kick out pass. Samatsis for three. Was off the left iron and out. And the rebound's controlled and taken away by Tavete.
Had a very nice arc on the three-point attempt though, didn't it?
Oh, they tried to make a lead pass. Sorry about that. Ooh. Nice save, Ali.
Craven was certain that ball was out.
Gave up on the play. Ali crossing over. Tried to go downhill, couldn't. Corcoran now. Corcoran with a lot of pressure inside. Down the line, Machot, yes. Her floating two-point attempt's good, and it's a two-point game once more. Tavete, two-point jump shot, no good. Great box out from Corcoran inside, leads to Ali getting an uncontested rebound. Jump shot was no good. Belogan. McMecken spinning, almost unnecessarily. Corcoran controls. Ali's going to handle the ball now. Ali doing a great job under duress. Great back screen from Corcoran. And no help on the rebound, though, for Ali. Just a lot of standing and watching. Not a lot left in the tank for these Western Heights girls. Baldwin. Skip pass. McMecken for the dagger. Yes!
That was a huge miscommunication there between Samatsis and Machot. Neither player went anywhere near McMecken.
Western Heights out on their feet. Desperate for a response. Inside to Corcoran. Kick out pass. Machot. Machot driving. And it's going to get fouled by Craven, I beg your pardon. And Craven's going to pick up her second of the game. Third personal, beg your pardon. And there'll be a couple of changes now both ways. Samatsis will take a seat, and Terpstra, the three-point sharpshooter, comes into the game. And begs the question, does that mean that that's where that ball's going to end up? It does indeed, from Ali's inbound. Corcoran now. Corcoran, now Machot for three. Just off the back iron and out.
McMecken with the rebound there. He's going to get the foul from Belogan. That's another poor foul there. As you mentioned, the petrol tickets have almost run dry there for Belogan. Couldn't keep up and just fouled her. That will send McMecken to the line for two.
It's hard at the best of times to keep up with some of these girls on the floor, and in this instance, it's no exception at the end of a long game. McMecken's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Take this to a 6 or 7 point lead. Or possibly even keep it at a 5 point lead. Which is on the cards because she missed the first.
We've just covered all bases there.
You can't say that it was a commentator's curse because I gave all available options, and it is indeed a split pair at the line, and it's a 6 point game. Machot to handle.
Rowville look like they're putting a lot more pressure into Admira Ali when she's got ball handling duties.
Kick out pass went off a hand. I saw that they were trying to get that ball to the corner there to find Belogan. Maybe for a three, but just a bit off time there. Couldn't quite sync it up. Belogan's going to inbound and gets it in.
There wasn't a lot of movement for that inbound pass again there.
A lot of standing and watching. Belogan down the lane, almost uncontested. Yes. Good on the two. 4 point game. Barking out orders was Terpstra. Terpstra running and chasing. Ball will end up with McMecken. Here goes Carter. Inside. Floater was no good. That was by Heinley. And they're almost going to turn it over. They are going to turn it over.
Amira Ali's ball pass hit the net, slowed it right down. But by that stage, Western Heights had all sprinted forward, so there was no one there to help her.
So taking a seat will be Theodore Potch, and Tilly Baldwin comes back in as McMeckin's going to handle the ball for Rowville. Carter finds the corner cutter of Craven and one.
What a pass there by Carter.
Michaela Craven with the contact on the dome puts it up and in and is going to go to the line to just about put this one to bed. Western Heights want to have a chat about it. It's going to be a timeout for Western Heights.
That backdoor cut by Michaela Craven was just fantastic, but the pass from Carter right on the money and was able to finish through the contact there, which hopefully can take this out for Rowville to a 7-point lead.
A sensational feed that's going to potentially give Rowville the trophy. Still a long time to go, a lot of water to go under the bridge still. 2 and 12 ticks to go.
And what we have seen so far in this game has been ebbs and flows and runs of scores. So this is definitely not beyond Western Heights, but at the moment, it doesn't look like their energy levels are up to match the deficit that they're in.
Absolutely. So they need to dig somewhere deep. I don't know where they find it, but they've got to dig deep. Try and find something left in the tank to get them out of here with a trophy. Western Heights. When we come back, it's going to be Rowville shooting a free throw. Great atmosphere in here at Nunawading this afternoon. If you're in the area, swing by. Tickets dirt cheap.
The crowd has built throughout the afternoon, and it is pumping at the moment.
Only going to continue building as we head towards the under-20s finals later on today. Craven makes the additional, and they're almost going to run into each other as Balogan is going to handle the ball. What can she do with it? Heading up the floor. Reversal through Corcoran. Corcoran spinning. Balogan now. Receives the screen. Downhill to the basket. Floats it up. No good. Rebound. Taken away by McMeckin. Inside 2 minutes now. And they'll slow it down and try and take a full set here. Baldwin. Craven to the corner. They'll try and get the ball through hands. Carter. Carter had two come to her. McMeckin. Looks to kick the ball to the wing. Tavete the three. No good. Craven, offensive rebound. No good. Got it back again and then stepped out of bounds.
So the positive here for Rowville is with those 5 team fouls that Western Heights have, they can take all the time on their offensive possession, knowing that if they want a foul, they're going to go straight to the line as well.
Absolutely no hurry here for Rowville, but all to do for Western Heights. 1 minute and 20 seconds now. Ali choosing to walk up. Ali to the basket. Bit of body contact, but finishes with the right. Back to 5 now. Here come Rowville. Rowville with no hurry. Almost a 3-2 look for Western Heights out there. McMeckin. Craven. McMeckin again. Now Carter. Baldwin in the corner. Fumbled. Got it back though. Lot of contact. Lot of pressure. Inside. The layup was no good. That was Tavete. They've got numbers down the floor. They didn't see her. That was Terpstra. 43 seconds and counting. Ali. Looking now for Balogan.
I think they've got to be a little bit more urgent than this. That's going to be a foul on Carter.
Fouled. That's not the end of the world, though, if you're Rowville. 35 seconds. Only the 3rd team foul.
Yeah, I think the urgency has to increase here, though, on offense here for Western Heights as they take their final time out.
So they'll have a chat, and they'll try and get something going here in this final 35 seconds of this game. We'll see what they can do now.
35 seconds to go, 5 points down your offensive ball. What are you drawing up for this play?
Well, it's hard to know. I like the way that Terpstra's played, especially from the perspective of getting a 3-pointer, and you need 2 scores. You're going to have to get a 3 or a 3-point play at some stage, but it's very hard to see where that comes from, the way that Rowville have defended in the last minute or so. There's nothing coming easy right now for Western Heights. What are you doing if you're on the defensive side here for Rowville? Do you just go back to the well?
Yeah, look, if I'm Rowville and I'm defending, you can't let Amira Ali just go straight to the basket like she did before. You've still got to stay engaged. Yes, you don't want to give away a foul, but you have fouls to give as well.
Absolutely.
So it's not the end of the world if that's what happens. But you cannot let someone drive to the basket straight down the middle of the lane and be untouched all the way to the basket. Because as we've noted all games so far, neither team's been fantastic with ball in hand. They're constantly turning over both teams. So they need to still apply some pressure and try and take as long as possible to let Western Heights get a shot off.
So it'll be, with a full 24, it'll be Western Heights inbound, front court, right sideline. Belogan, Ali. Ali tried to snatch it back on McMecken. They batted it. They couldn't quite steal. Belogan ripping. Terpstra for three. Short. Went off a hand and went to Baldwin. Baldwin's going to throw it away now to Ali. Ali tried to snatch on McMecken. What's Machot got? Not a lot as it turned out. 9 seconds and counting, but there's going to be a foul on Carter. Again, not a bad foul, 5 points. They didn't even get a shot away in that. In essence, was a full shot clock.
Yeah, and Western Heights coach are not happy that Machot didn't put that 3-point up when they got the ball back.
She had enough time and space to have a look at it and line one up. And
they've really done themselves a mischief now. Only 8 seconds on the clock. They're still not in the mood to shoot. They need to get this ball up, and they do.
Shot, no. Baldwin rebound. That's going to do it, I reckon. And Rowville are going to take their first title on the day. Rowville Secondary College are going to end up just holding on to a 5-point win in this under-17 Girls Champions Cup final.
Look, that had ebbs and flows throughout, even to the last 30 seconds. We didn't know who was going to win that game, but look, Rowville obviously been here before, knew how to handle that pressure of what to do in that last play, and you've seen Machot, she had a great game, but in those last 10 seconds, she just didn't come up to the party. Ball went to her hands, and rather than trying to put it up, trying to get some score on the board, she just dribbled the ball out. So that's not what you need when you're coming from 5 points down.
Absolutely. So at the end of a tightly contested affair, it's going to be Rowville that get away with this one, 55 to Western Heights 50. Hey, it's been a pleasure today, Tone.
Thank you very much, Jack. That's me done for the day. So you'll have another commentator joining for the last 3 games. I'm sure that you'll enjoy the next 3 just as much as you have the first 3.
Hey, 3 more to come. You've got under-17 boys and then the 20s boys and girls in the remainder of our slate of games here on Champions Cup Sunday. Hey, on behalf of Tony White, it's Jack Thornton signing off from this under-17 girls final. We'll be back in 10 minutes' time with the under-17 boys final. It'll be Berwick College taking on Flinders.